All right, this is part 2 of our series in how to get started in NFTs. In this case, we're jumping over to OpenSeas. This is the marketplace where all the exchanging of NFTs happen. So along with us,
and there's other ones, just so you know, but this one is the main one we're going to.
It's the biggest one on the Ethereum network.
Yes,
this is where the cool kids go currently.
yeah.
But we're gonna take you through. If you want to come here and buy your first NFT, this is exactly how you do it. So we already have created a wallet. We're in Meta.
Yep.
Yay me.
Yeah, so last video we talked about creating a MetaMask, and this video we've got the MetaMask created, and what you would need to do is fund your MetaMask either through a credit card, or you could send it from a centralized exchange to your MetaMask, and your wallet address is actually going to be this account 1 here. You can click that and it copies a long string of letters and numbers. So this is the full screen version. This is like the drop down version. But this is going to be your address. If you want to send stuff here, this is the address you would use. But when you go to OpenSea, you actually just click on this profile icon. Boom, boom. Click MetaMask. Easy, easy. And it says which wallet you want to connect to. Because you can have multiple wallets within your MetaMask. You could probably have as many as you want. I've got like 6, so for different reasons. So click continue, and it just connects that. And I don't currently have any NFTs in here. 0. We just barely started this.
I'm a newbie.
And it shows your address there so people can look it up. Now, what you want to do after you funded your account, you would want to look at a collection. Now, there's definitely collections that are worth a lot of money. I went to the stats here to see what the rankings are. This is the last 7 days. If I was buying like an expensive NFT, I'd probably get more historical data rather than just 7 days. And you can see that Bored Apes, the top one, Azuki, Mutant Apes. And so these are some of the major players in the game, and it shows the volume that they've traded in the last 30 days. So 67,000 Ethereum has been traded in the last 30 days, which I can't do the math right off my head, but Ethereum's about $3,000 a piece.
Gajillion.
So we're talking about a lot of money, and it shows 24-hour volume, 7-day volume, and then it shows the floor price. Floor price is the cheapest you can get an NFT for. So 111 Ethereum 0.25 is the cheapest you can get.
It's around
any
234 Ethereum. Million right now.
243 million is what they've traded in the last 30 days in volume on Bored Apes. And they make about 10%, which is cool about NFTs is the artist can make a percentage off it. I'm not sure if they make 10%. Don't quote me on that. But they can make a percentage off the secondary sales. So if they're making 10% on that, what'd you say it was?
To 234 million.
234 million.
Wow.
So what? 10% on that is 2 million. So they made 2 million in a month just by secondary sales.
Just by existing.
Just by having that collection. And that, that's a hard feat to actually accomplish that. They're the biggest players in the game, but even the second biggest made closer to a little bit less than 2 million on that. They did 51,000 Ethereum traded on that.
178 million.
178 million. So, 1.7 million is what they made on the secondary sales in a month, which is awesome. That can keep the project going. That can keep the artists fed. And the floor price on that project is 23 Ethereum. So that's the cheapest you can get one of those. So you have high volume on these
so
because
understand
the price is so expensive.
The floor price is what the lowest thing something is selling for.
Yep. So let's go to this Azuki collection. They're kind of a project that came out in the last few months, and they're just blowing up. They're big deal. One of the biggest things on this project, and I like to look at projects and figure out why they did good, what set them apart. They actually created their own contract. It was an ERC 721, which is the Ethereum contract. That's what a lot of the tokens, the NFTs, are deployed on. We talked about last time those being like a software or a contract that it's set on. And they changed it so it optimized the fees. So the fees were a little bit less. Anybody who's traded Ethereum NFTs knows that you got to pay hundreds in fees. I've personally paid $11,000 in fees alone since I started trading NFTs, which is a lot.
$11,000.
$11,000
just in fees.
Just in fees. So
let's look at some of the art.
Crazy amount. Yep.
So this is where I think, as a noob, right, I would look at this and say, oh yeah, here's what I'm familiar with NFTs. It's artwork that you can put, wherever in your Twitter bio or something.
Mm-hmm, their profile picture.
Yeah. But that is just on the surface, the utility, and you explained that a bit already.
Yeah.
They have different utilities. So if I want to buy something like that, this is on the list of something that looks great. The reality is that these are actually really expensive, right? Would you suggest if I'm new at this, is this where I'm going to be headed for my first NFT?
No. I wouldn't. I would wait. If you've got enough money, if you've got 23 Ethereum, which is a lot of money, if you've got that amount and you're looking into this project, I would maybe wait for a big bounce down or big drop, and then scoop up something that you find is super exciting, or look for a Bored Ape.
If I wanted to buy something right now, where just really, and I've got
less than 1 Ethereum.
Maybe. Less than 1
maybe
Ethereum.
Maybe 0.5. I would honestly go to the stats. So the best thing you can do is to get it at mint. If you can get it right when it releases, mint means is right when they're created.
And that's usually on the website, though. It's not going to be here.
Yeah, you got to find it on the website. If you're just buying on the secondary market like OpenSea, I would honestly look to see what's going on with like trading volume, who's doing the best, and you want to see obviously upward momentum. And I would maybe just look at one that's more in your price range, so we can sort by floor price. Yeah, let's do this here, so we can see some of these projects. If you look at like this CryptoPunks, it doesn't have a floor price because nobody's selling them. They're so valuable that no one's gonna freaking sell them. Wow. But they're one of the first projects that were out there, and so they've got that clout. But you might have a Small Bros NFT. This is 0.04, but it's 85th on the charts, and last 24 hours it's gone up 97%. So I would really do your due diligence by looking at their Twitter, looking at their Discord, and kind of seeing like, hey, are people excited about this project? Are they building stuff on the back end? Are they creating?
Go over here to where it says buy now, because it needs to say buy now so you know what's being sold. If you don't have the buy now option clicked there, then you're just looking at all of the NFTs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
so this is 1,105 of them. These items are on for sale out of 8,900. Probably 8,888, but it looks like it rounds up.
Yeah.
One thing to note, too, is they have different rarities within the collection. So out of those 8,000, there are ones that are different rarity that might be higher rarity. So even if you search from like the last highest sell, you might see one that's more rare. This fire one is probably the rarest, and it last sold for 2.1 Ethereum, even though the cheapest you can get one for is 0.043. And so you have different rarities within the collection, which kind of gives it some collectible value beyond the utility behind it. So people kind of get excited. Hey, I want the most rare one. I want the one that looks the coolest, which is this fire one or the skeleton one. Those look way different than all the other ones. Yeah, and you get some excitement in there.
So at face value, if I'm looking at it, I could go through and just pick one because the art speaks to me. That could be a route that I go, but that's not. I mean, there are safer ways to go if you're really looking at this as being some kind of an investment. And so that's where you're saying you'd want to see what they're doing on the back end. Are they continuing to build things? What are they doing with their network and utility?
That's a big thing. Just going here is one, and this is where I bought most of my first NFTs. I just went here and went, oh yeah, this is trading. Let's do it. Let's buy some. And they don't always stay here.
Yeah, the price changes.
They'll jump
fast.
out. Just be the top tier ones. Yeah, they're called. They kind of call them blue chip or whatever. But you never know. So due diligence is a big deal in this space. And due diligence, really, there's only two places where that really comes through. Their Twitter and their Discord. Yeah. Those two places is where you can find
you get the meta.
Most of the information about that project.
And the information that you're looking for is how active are they on those platforms?
Yes.
What they're building on the back end.
If people are communicating back and forth, man, I love this project. I'm so excited about this project.
If they didn't rug. Because you can get a cheap project and then they disappeared. And I go, crap.
Ryan's got a question.
Yeah, I'm still frozen, so we'll just show Bobby. He's more handsome than me.
No, show yourself frozen, but talk.
Okay, so I'm like, so hi, how you doing? No, my question is, I buy an NFT, and then I want to trade it, like, when it goes up or down. Like, how am I going to make money since I just bought some? That's where I'm trying to get.
Yeah, if you find a lot of good information on the Twitter and the Discord, you might hold it for a long time. If you know that there's something big coming for this project, say the Small Bros NFT, maybe they're releasing another NFT after it, and
you wouldn't find that out unless
up.
You were on their Twitter or their Discord.
Yeah, but that might bring the price up, and at that point, you might want to sell at that hype period where everyone's like, "Sweet, I'm going to get a secondary NFT," and so
I buy it at like a point something, and then it goes up in value as a whole, as a collective.
Not necessarily always. So this floor price is 0.0. 0.43. So I'll talk about this before we end this video. But that's the cheapest you can get one for. So the next couple, the price goes up a little bit, 0.0449, 0.046. And so if people start buying these, the lowest price just goes up. So the price can go up so fast because
look at the activity.
You just buy a few of them, and then all of a sudden your price changes dramatically to the next tier. It might go to 0.05.
So
this one I wouldn't buy. I mean, the momentum is going downward, unless they got something cool that they're building on the back end. But the price changes dramatically in both directions. If a lot of people decide to list them, it just drops the floor price because everyone wants to sell theirs fastest, so they're going to post theirs for a little bit less and get it on the floor.
That's it. That's how you do it. And at this point, you would just click on it. You may want to show them how to click on it. Click on one to purchase it. Let's say you want to find one to buy. You just want to jump in. This one, it's not for sale. That one's not for sale though.
You can place a bid, but you have to do it on the Polygon network.
Go ahead and buy now, right?
Yeah. So say we want to buy this one, we would click on it, and it's easy. You just hit this buy now button.
Yeah, the problem is it's easy. People think NFTs is complicated and stuff. It's too easy. So he signed in.
You would sign that, just basically saying that OpenSea can use your wallet to do the transaction. And then you would confirm purchase. We don't have any funds. We would have to add them and maybe do that through different ways we talked about, but that's how you do it. It's that easy.
You would check it.
You would click that box, and then it's going to give you another confirmation of pricing in your MetaMask. You would confirm that, and boom, you got an NFT. It's the same way for selling it. You actually post it for sale. Then once somebody buys it, it just goes out of your wallet and goes into theirs.
I've never had the excitement of having that happen yet because I'm a whale, dude.
You
gotta hold on to my stuff.
You gotta post them for sale.
I gotta post them for sale. Yeah. This was cool.
Yeah, and it presents more questions for me. I'm gonna open my MetaMask I think soon, just so I can be in the cool.
Dip your toes in it.
But it's super interesting if you want to get started. I think it's good to just take baby steps. You're in no rush, but check it out. It's a really interesting space to be in.
NFTs are not going anywhere.
They're not going anywhere. But thanks for watching. Really appreciate you. Let us know your questions in the comments below. If you are new to NFTs, what did we miss? Let us know, and we'll see you in the next video.